podcast. And today we're talking about preparation for adulthood.
Be it life, career, or financial decisions, are we really prepared for life after school? That's the question, you know?
It would be great to discuss what level of independence we are and what we feel we are and how we got there. Are you or have you been in a situation that has required you to be more independent with homework or finances?
Before we start this question, I'm Jazz.
I'm Holes.
I'm Trin.
I'm Kenzy.
And I'll start this off. So I think the things that has made me personally independent, and probably you because you work as well, is our jobs. And, you know, as soon as we start our job, it's like we're pretty much an adult now. We've got the responsibilities, you know, we start paying for ourselves. That alone gives a lot of responsibility. I mean, I started working at 16.
17 for me, but I've been volunteering for years, so.
Exactly, and like, obviously, when you started volunteering, was it like, you know, did that bring independence itself?
Yeah, I've been volunteering since I was 14. Yeah. Like, for my volunteering, I'd be coaching, so I have to look after these kids. It'd be like 20 kids I have to keep an eye on, as well as working what we're doing the next activity, and so on.
I mean, that's responsibility itself, like watching the kids, you know. I mean, we all know that can be a bit of a pain.
Yeah, ain't that the truth?
My
camps were in a park, and they could have run off really easily.
Yeah, exactly. So obviously, then you've got that daunting thing of like, sorry about that, guys. If something happens to the kids, it's then on you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But also, another thing that, you know, brings independence is also home life.
Definitely.
100%, because, you know, like me as well, you can have a parent or both parents who become disabled, and, you know, responsibility.
Yeah.
I'm one of the oldest. I'm the second oldest of the kids, and it's like you kind of have to step up in a way when it comes to around the house, you know, looking after whatever needs doing. Like if a parent has a bad day, and
definitely.
they can't, you know, do as much as what they used to, as in like mobilise and stuff like that. You know, you have to kind of step up into that role and be like, look, you know, I'm willing to help do this, that and the other. So that also brings responsibility.
Yeah. Especially like when you're the youngest, like you're being coddled almost. And because I'm the youngest, I realise that I'm not as independent as my siblings, especially because my mum's always like, I'm the baby of the family, so that she has to take extra care of me because she's nervous of what's going to happen to me. Or like, it's just the instincts of, oh, that's my baby, that's my child, and she's the youngest, so she doesn't get as much responsibility as the other two. So for me, I'm not as independent as my family or like anybody who's the oldest or the middle child. I'm the youngest, so I don't know how it feels to be more independent because I'm coddled.
Do you feel, I mean, I'm not the youngest, but do you feel in a way that it's setting you back kind of when it comes to that less, I wouldn't say less freedom in a way, like the others have, you know, they're learning all these valuable lessons while you're the favourite child kind of thing.
Yeah. Because my sister's moving to uni, my brother's already moved out, so it's just going to be me and my mum. So the fact that that's going to happen is, I feel like that's going to also make me less independent in a way. Or it will make me more independent in the way that I will have to look after my mum. It could work either way, so
I wrote a lot for this one. I feel like
I want a cuppa.
Like there's that whole like gentle parenting thing, and you know, like everyone's all like, oh, you can't shout at your kids, but like you should. Do you know what I mean? Like to an extent, and a lot of parents like they think that school's gonna like teach them everything, but they don't. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, kids.
Also, how many times is like said in this podcast? How many times?
Oh, okay.
It's a prize.
Oh, is that what you're laughing at? Okay.
Carry on.
We're gonna get a shout out in the next podcast if you guess it right, or guess it first, or something we haven't decided.
Oh god.
And yeah, because like a lot of kids go to school. I remember seeing like another podcast. Go by. I remember seeing another podcast, and it was like a teacher. Go by. It was a primary school teacher, and he taught year fives, I think, or something like that, like the older age.
And,
Carry on.
We are serious.
yeah,
We are,
Like,
we are really
we got
serious.
we got to stay nonchalant.
Yeah, exactly.
The older age of primary school, and he said that a lot of kids like they don't even know how to throw a ball or like catch a ball like
They're not
at your
outdoorsy.
big age.
At your big age of 10.
Like,
Oh, right. Should we move on to the next question?
yeah.
What do you feel you should be learning to in order to live like independently, and who should be responsible for that? Me personally, school. School should be
Yeah.
teaching us, as you said, finances,
Yep.
bills. Because I'm sorry, yeah. Okay, maths, science, English, drama, all this is well and good, but when you get into the real world, how do you pay house bills? How do you get a mortgage?
Yeah.
Because that is what's
That-
going to set us up in life.
That's what a
Definitely.
maths lesson should be. Like, if you
Yeah.
want to do the actual maths bit, go ahead, do that, make that a subject. But why am I learning how to measure a triangle? Where am I going to use that in coaching? Yeah, let me
Yeah.
just chuck some cones
When
and
I'm ordering a Domino's.
measure a triangle.
Yeah, how many pizzas I'm getting? How many pizzas you're getting?
Yeah, how many are you getting? Yeah.
I'm getting 11. You're getting 1. No, but honestly though, like I don't need to know 2 squared equals, 2 squared or whatever. But like
Yeah.
you need to know how when as soon as I leave, you need to work out your income of your work, your job,
Yeah.
and then how much of that you need to save up to then put a down payment on a house,
Yeah.
and then how much the mortgage is actually gonna be, and then yeah, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Like that it's valuable stuff.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Also, like, as well with the exams, we should also have this like about school as well. Have exams that also can help other people who probably can't get their maths and English. Because why are we focusing on them getting that?
Yeah.
Because sorry, but like in my world, we don't need maths and English. Someone could be really good at the job
Yeah.
for coaching, Jasmine.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, you realise now. Yeah. For coaching, like you need your maths and English in some way, but you're not teaching the actual lesson.
Yeah, like we don't need to know how many words Shakespeare wrote in one book. Like,
Yeah.
honestly, I think
It's stupid.
honestly, they are no. All I know is art shall not thou Romeo.
Yeah.
You don't even remember it.
No.
You know what I
Like,
mean?
English
I don't
literature.
know what I studied, to be honest.
Yeah, English lit is like
Just
the useless subject.
No, literally.
It's
Lit.
I think like you can use it in everyday life in the way that like
What?
oh yeah. No, like some stuff in school like you do need, but like not a lot of it. Like length and like distance.
That's when it comes to maths, though,
time
isn't it?
and stuff.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, they are important.
But in English, like kind of, if someone's like saying something, or you're reading a book, which not a lot of people do nowadays, but like still,
I read.
yeah, okay.
I don't.
Okay, come on, guys.
Nerd.
Stigma, guys.
What
What is this podcast all about?
Not about
Yeah,
you,
no,
though.
like it lets you like understand stuff, like get deep into it, Get
That's
into
funny.
it.
oh guys, come on.
We're a bit less serious today, guys.
Yeah.
But how do you feel? Like, are you truly prepared for the world of work?
No.
Obviously, I'm going to ask you two this because obviously you two don't work. So,
Uh,
are you prepared?
the amount of times I've applied for a job and they've been like either ghost you and you don't get the job, or they do message you and say no, you have not got the job. The amount of jobs you have to apply to before you do get a job is it's unbelievable. Like 50 to 100 jobs before you get a let's get an interview and then a no. it's just silly.
Yeah.
Well, I think it's like that because the jobs want someone who's determined and good.
Someone who has experience. But
Yeah.
how are we meant to get experience
Experience.
if you're not giving us the job?
Exactly.
Clock it, guys.
It's silly, honestly.
I get it. You want to hire someone older than us,
Yeah.
but like sometimes actually more 16-year-olds can be better than older ones.
You
Yeah.
have to start somewhere. Give us the job.
Yeah, I think it's also good to volunteer, so you do get the experience, but you don't get paid. So it's
Yeah.
yeah,
I love my volunteering, but I love my job now.
yeah, exactly.
But there's also a stigma around teenagers our age, not having the job. We're classed as lazy.
Yeah.
you know, why don't you go out and get a job? But it's like, we can't get a job. We're trying to get a job, but obviously the employers aren't giving it us. You know what I mean? And obviously, all the older generations are looking down at us saying, oh, we had a job at that age, you know what I mean? Yeah, but it was a lot easier for you. I don't think you realise how much easier it was when you were younger. Now, obviously, it's a lot harder, and obviously that comes into one of our struggles when it comes to the ages, 15 to 18-ish kind of thing. Because
Wait, Karen.
No, carry on.
I wrote this down. Okay. So when like people say like, oh, when I was your age, back in my day, I had a job. Basically, we are not expected, but like in school, they're kind of expecting us to be like a rocket scientist. You know what I mean? And like, but it's statistically proven that the younger generation are more educated than the older generation. So the older generation...
Clock it.
Clock it!
I mean, our exams are harder.
Yeah.
So like...
We have people at the back of the
A
camera.
lot of like people from like back generations, like
ancient generations.
Wait, what?
We're not gonna say that. No. But I have a job, right?
Let me finish.
Okay. Welcome to these guys.
Just shh. Okay. So,
Carry on then.
so our like, wait, what was I gonna say?
I'm just on the like count at this
Yeah,
point.
so the younger generation is more educated. Like, it's statistically proven, guys. That isn't my opinion. That's
older
statistically
viewers.
proven. And like when you meet like, and like there are more jobs nowadays, and like back in the day, like my nan like.
Where is this going?
20 notes in that last minute.
Where is this going?
No, like.
Come on, Holly, get to the point.
Lock
Like-
it in.
I need to lock it.
This is so long gone.
So like
So we move on.
Yeah, let's.
no, guys, I actually know what I'm gonna say. Okay,
They're gonna get bored.
So, like a lot of elderly people, they had jobs like I don't know, working in like farm foods or like Lidl or whatever.
Wow.
No, like that.
The disrespect.
Guys,
Oh.
that's your job when you're 17. I'm talking about like your job,
Oh,
like
your
your
career.
your
Where is
career.
it like that?
Yeah.
None of you lost.
Yeah, your career.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, they don't really. Obviously they did have high school jobs, but like there's more like scientists now. Shots.
In it. Yeah.
that?
Right, I have a job, right, and she's obviously mentioned it for all of you that didn't know.
What?
But obviously, also know the struggles that these guys are now facing when it comes to, having to actually apply for that job, go to the interview. And, when I applied for my job the first time, there were like so many candidates. That day there was 20 interviews. And obviously, because I'm young and have no experience at all, it's like that kind of sets into you, like you're kind of prepared for that failure. You're kind of prepared, this is someone who's, worked in retail before and knows everything, but you kind of have to take that chance. Because you never do know, but it is really, really hard. It took me months and months to actually get that job after what you said, applying for so many. You got to get the what's that thing, the
CV.
CV. You got to get that perfect, because that can let you down.
Definitely.
If you're not having a good CV.
And qualifications as well.
Exactly. But what I did is I just kind of had a laugh with my then boss. We got on. I think we spoke about Vampire Diaries at one point, and football as well. Football, die-hard Leicester support here.
Boo. I mean, how what?
And yeah, so I got that. But CV advice.
Oh.
CVs are hard. They're hard. But if you have no experience, what are you actually meant to put on it?
Yeah, exactly.
Because I used Indeed.
Yeah,
sponsors Indeed.
same.
But I used Indeed, and I obviously put, when applying for my job as well, I put I had no experience in the past. This will be my first job.
Yes.
And obviously I'm looking to work in that sector of the industry, the retail industry, and that have
Yeah.
an interest in it. So I think, I don't know, when it comes to CVs, what do you do? Obviously, you don't have a job.
Well, I put my GCSE predicteds down because I did not get my GCSE grades. Now that I have my GCSE grades, I can put my qualifications down and be like, yes, I am a good team leader because I've got a qualification in leading things. So I could use that as oh, thank you guys. I could use that to my advantage of, yes, I can work in a team and I can support people. And it's difficult because I have no experience in the job community. I don't know what to put on my CV.
Again, there are many other things for you guys and anyone, even if you're looking to change jobs, to help you with your CVs. Like,
Yeah,
there are obviously the main one you can go to parents, you know what I mean, but there are
Definitely.
places out there, places like,
Leicestershire Cares.
Leicestershire Cares, guys. Go to
Yeah.
Leicestershire Cares because they will help you build your CVs. They will help you look for jobs, find jobs. They're just an amazing group of people. Amazing, is it an industry? It's not an industry, is it?
a little bit.
LSFB.
Here, LSFB. Here, this is here. Here. How many times is here said in this sentence?
LSFB Community Hub.
In which
Yeah.
Makes it a problem. Oh, the boys. Right. Anyway, seriousness. How are we with finances? Do you know, guys? Obviously, you guys are a little bit younger. Do you know about finances?
No.
The only reason I know about council tax is because my brother's girlfriend was like, oh, they don't teach council tax at school. We need to learn about council tax. And I was like, what is council tax? And that's my point.
You know what? So real. Because how are we meant to know if we're not being told?
Yeah, exactly. And it's like, maybe they expect our family to do it, but like, I think it would be a really good thing because we have PSHCE and things to help us with life in general. I think it would be like a good section to work on money and finances because I don't know anything and I want to move out soon. So
Well, I don't know.
yeah, it's a stressful thing because like if I don't pay my rent on time or my tax on time or something, you're gonna get kicked out or you're gonna be fined
I'm
or
broke.
something, and it's exactly. That's why we need jobs in the first place.
Real. Like, Holly, I'm going to ask you one question. How do you apply for a mortgage?
Oh, you like go to the bank and then you say like, can I have a mortgage on that?
Can I have a mortgage in that?
Yeah.
Klarna. Oh, I've heard about Klarna.
What's ClearPay?
I don't know ClearPay.
Isn't that where you pay on your phone or something like that? I don't actually know.
It's
Guys, this is the thing.
Klarna's like, if you're on like benefits or something, I don't know.
I did not know that. I don't know what Klarna or ClearPay is.
What?
Bet365? That's a...
Right, that's a betting company.
I-
We'll move that.
Honestly, do you know what Klarna is?
No.
I don't.
Is it for universal?
Universal credit.
Credit.
But what is universal credit?
It's like when you don't work.
Oh, paying three. Oh, this is part
Start.
payments. So see, like, I think people mainly do it when it comes to like furniture or something like that. Yeah, you pay like, so you say something Klarna or Japan, you can pay in 3. So it's like, I don't know, is that it?
So like you pay 300 one
Yeah.
week and then the next
And then
week you pay.
300 and then 300 again.
Oh, that makes
So
sense.
like,
Buy now, pay later.
That's like when you go on a
Yeah.
that's like when you go on a residential.
I literally learned about that in PSHCE, but that's the only financial thing I learned in PSHCE was buy now, pay later.
I learned that in business, but the things I learned in business is like how much fucking
Language.
how much like shopkeepers you need. What's it? Oh, I literally work in retail. What the hell? Like products and stuff they need for
Yeah.
the shop. Okay, I understand that's business, yeah, but that's like we need to learn about how you make the business.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? How do you start up a business being an entrepreneur?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I do want to start a business though. That's a. I feel like
I
that would be a
wanna start
fun
a
job, but then again, experience. We need experience and money to
Mhm.
fund into the business.
And you need a job for money.
It's so sad.
It
No,
really
keep
is.
to your job, please.
Please, I beg.
Guys, she's free for a job.
Yeah.
Hire her.
Please.
Literally.
Amazing.
I'll do well.
Also, how do you feel the Gen Z are being stigmatized in terms of like attitude of work, finances, and then getting your own place?
Who wants to? Well, personally, Gen Z, we get like
Stigmatized.
Yeah, right. I
Stigma,
can't
stigma,
pronounce things,
boy,
okay? I
stigma,
can't
boy.
breathe.
Because our attitude, everyone think there's like this thing around Gen Z and like the ones that do all the rom stuff. Especially where I grew up, we were all particularly told that's how you're gonna be. You're not getting that. You're not doing that. You're not doing that. You're not doing that. We're not giving you that. And they go, and they also think we're gonna be lazy, but actually sometimes we're more hardworking and determined than someone who's older who hates the job.
Definitely.
I don't think parents see how hard some of some teenagers our age generally are like slobs in a way, you know what I mean? Like, do want to rely off their parents and like, but a lot of us, example for us lot, we are hardworking and we do want to obviously thrive in life, and there are struggles when it comes to like personal life in it, because obviously you want to make your parents proud without disappointing them, but also like you've got to keep up college, you've got to keep up work if you work, your social life, you know, everything, and sometimes it does get on top of you, but it's like you eventually, like, you do want to make, I've said like so many times now, a bit of a hypocrite.
That's what I can hear now.
You do want to make your parents and your family proud, but also you want to make yourself proud at the same time. It might not necessarily, your parents might want want this for you and want that for you, but that might not necessarily align with what you want in your in your life. So
you put pressure on yourself to get what you want, and I feel like, especially because of GCSEs and stuff, I put so much pressure on myself to do well, and I was just doubting myself. So I feel like, don't put as much pressure on yourself, but be determined. Definitely, like, just don't think that your parents are disappointed in you. That they're not gonna be.
GCSEs are like so like
Overrated.
real, so overrated. like you have 2 years. No, you have like your whole life until you're 16 to like, you know, learn stuff, and it comes down to like 2 hours and 15 minutes. Well, or like for each exam. Yeah. Yeah.
no, 100%. But I say, do what you think is right for you. You know what I mean? Like, stop letting the pressure of the outside world, your family, get in your head. Because I think a lot of, I've obviously grew up with a lot of, you know, kids, obviously, who are letting, you know, their parents want them to be this, their parents want to be that, or they're getting like stigmatized in a certain way, or you have to do this because you're good at that, but you can't try that because, you know, you're not actually good at it at the moment. But give them a chance to learn, for one. And it stresses them out. The mental health of these kids are important. Peak adulthood. What should life be like? Traveling. Travel, experience the world, because that's what I think. You truly learn. You truly learn the world by seeing it. Not by off a piece of paper.
That's why I want to be an air hostess. I want to travel the world and see what other cultures are like, and I feel like that's what the world is meant to be. It's meant to be explored, and it's meant to be like loved.
I think like your whole future shouldn't depend on something you did when you were like 16, 15.
Definitely.
We all make mistakes. Everyone makes mistakes, no matter, you know, if they're good. Well, if you murder someone, obviously that's bad, but like, I don't think that's necessarily a mistake. Everyone makes mistakes in life to do with absolutely anything, and a lot of people obviously either let that get to them, or, you know, let people kind of tell them it's who they are. But like, in your I think adulthood kind of starts when you're 18, because that's when you're not an adult, because your frontal lobe don't develop till you're like 20s, but that's when, you know, you've got that freedom in a way. You're 18 years old, you can actually go out, you can start to explore the world, and without, you know, having to have a parent there.
18 years old, you could either go to university, or you could get a job, get an apprenticeship, or
the club.
Sure. So it's like, if you are that education, you know, and you like education, then you would do university. But if you're really not keen on it, then finish in it, and then you would finish college, and then you can do whatever you want with the rest of your time. Like, get a job, and then you can have a full-time job, and then you can get your money, and then you can travel. And
exactly.
But I don't think we should be tied down as adults.
No.
By council tax.
Real. Like, we earn I saw this thing where it's like someone would rather earn 99,999 than 110,000, because of the amount of tax that they have to pay would be so much more. Obviously, a certain amount of their, you know, earnings go to the government. if you earn, I think it's over 100k.
Mm.
So they was like, I'd rather earn 99,999 than earn 110, which I don't think is fair, because that's your hard-earned money. You go to work, you put in them hours, especially as I mean, if you work under a certain amount of hours, you don't pay tax, but like, you know what I mean? You shouldn't have to work so hard to then get that money paid to the council. But where do we know where that money's going? We do not know where that money's going, and we have a right to know where our hard-earned money is going.
Yes.
Otherwise, it's just like, what's
It's
the
wasted.
point?
It's literally wasted.
Exactly. If you're gonna take my money, I'm not gonna work all those hours then. Because
Yeah.
what's the point? It's free labor at the end of the day. Because if you're taking my money, yeah, that's so many hours I've just worked for free.
Yeah.
Like, tell me how that makes sense.
It doesn't.
It just really, really, really doesn't. But obviously, that's why.
We need to learn about this, guys.
Come on, guys. This is awareness.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. When you earn £12,000 a year, that's when your income tax starts. But if you think about it, £12,000 is not a lot, because that's £1,000 a month. Like your rent, your water bills, your electric bills, your gas bills, your car insurance, your everything. Yeah, that's all gonna rack up, and your food. The prices of food nowadays,
Especially
ridiculous.
if you have dietary requirements. So.
Mm-hmm.
How did Cosy Live start anyway?
COVID. And it started before that.
Wasn't it like the war? I don't know.
What's that?
It
Like
started
Gaza.
before that, and then it went back down and then went back up.
No.
Yeah, but that's about getting materials and land, isn't it? I think. Is that
Yeah.
right? What?
No, Jasmine.
No.
Jazz.
Never mind. I don't know. I'm not
So
very.
cost of living, it started going up, especially actually where Holly said it did go up during the war. That's why they couldn't have the stuff they needed. They had because they had to also transport it. But cost of living started going up as well just because during COVID, especially because of the wars.
Yeah.
Like the wars like Russia and Ukraine, we can't get that
Yeah.
the resources from them
Yeah.
because we cut everything from them because they don't like us.
Obviously,
But, yeah.
tariffs and that are going on. You know what a tariff is?
No.
Right, a tariff is a tax on imported products. I also like that. So, obviously that's going up, meaning prices are also going up, because obviously wars and that lot are charging more, because obviously, you know what I mean. So we have to then pay more, but obviously why we want the ones to suffer and having to pay more over another country's problems in a way? It shouldn't be our fault.
No, exactly.
I think that's.
I'm getting a bit overwhelmed now, because we're talking about money and prices going up, and I'm like, what are we talking about now? Like,
we should be stressed about that.
Yeah.
At this age of 16, 17, you know what I mean? We should not be stressed about having to pay our way and having to worry about, you know, when we're older, are we going to have enough money to have this, have that? Like, we're doing driving lessons right now, me and you. Most of our hard-earned monies go to driving lessons. I understand it's a necessity nowadays when it comes to driving a car, but also then we got to think, are we earning enough to then pay for diesel, the car insurance, finding a car, like, you know,
Cars are expensive.
They are.
Even like to lease a car, it's still over £100 a month. And that's like half of everyone's wages.
And we
Especially if you get below, like if you get minimum, you can't really afford that unless you get more than 4 hours a week.
Exactly. But we can't rely on our parents. You know what I mean? They have their cars to worry about. They have their problems. You know, they were once in our position. So it's our turn to learn now. But the fact that all these prices are going up and not our wages, people, it's like they're expecting us to pay out all this money, but actually not giving us enough money to pay out. That's how people then get in debt and getting stuck, and it's like they're setting us up for failure in a way. If you're growing up in a working class family, I understand if you're born into money, they don't necessarily understand, but when you're working class, it's like story time.
Guys, GCSE sociology, material deprivation. Working class kids tend to not do well at school because they don't have stuff, like money to get stuff, like revision and stuff.
Like revision cards.
It's even the equipment, just getting equipment to do school. That's why actually one of the schools I work at, they actually started to provide it because they knew most of the kids couldn't afford it.
A lot of kids don't even have like computers and that.
Yeah. Tell me why pens and notepads are like so expensive now. It's literally paper and ink.
Yeah.
Why is it so expensive?
It's
I think I wrote this down as well. I think a lot of parents should like start. I mean, obviously, I just explained material deprivation, but if you don't do material deprivation, like, I think, and that's why there's capitalism, guys.
Clock it.
Because like obviously like the middle class kids like afford this stuff, and then they get smarter, and then they get the better jobs, and then it's capitalism. Anyways, so like, basically, yeah.
She's getting into it. She's getting into it, guys.
We're all here for it.
So basically, yeah.
Go, girl.
I think, for example, I was reading like big beef, like
beefy.
There was a book about like descendants, but it was still like a big beefy book when I was like 5. Okay, and yeah, I'm like.
Can even write a sentence.
Fair enough.
And then so like before the kids start school, you should like get them like reading books and stuff, like the little books that you get where you like write and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
Keep going. Okay. Story time. My mum said that my sister that my mum bought my sister these like leapfrog books, and like
Isn't Leapfrog a game?
there was like a book.
I'm hearing you out
And
right
like,
now.
and hear me out, guys.
Jazz, just let Holly speak, please. Thank you.
Guys need to calm down. Okay, anyways. So so like she had like the leapfrog books and like other books and stuff. I think I had like a times tables book. Anyways, so like we had like those, and my sister could like read and write before she went to school.
Wow.
Yeah.
How many people could do that? Not me.
I could not read. Like, I had extra lessons to read, bro.
Don't mean
Oh my god, I was in the special club.
Yeah, same.
me too.
No, literally, we used to go in, yeah. But I didn't realise until I was older that they put me in, and I actually found the letters not long ago
Yeah.
of them obviously writing to my mum saying I'll have extra help.
Yeah.
And obviously it helped. So I think those clubs are absolutely amazing.
At
You know
least
what I
it's
mean?
free.
Amazing.
I saw a book in Lidl, and and it was like the ones I was talking about, like where you read and stuff, but it had like a little sheet with it that's like blue or red or something for like the dyslexic kids.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had one of them. I
yeah.
had green ones.
I mean, I didn't see them when I was little, but
Overlays.
yeah.
I had one
Yeah.
of my sats in year 6. Yeah, they calm the words down.
I never
Calm
had
them
my
down.
stats.
Yeah, they calm them down.
Lucky you.
Because they jizzle. They calm them down.
It stops like the words moving.
Jizzling.
Yeah, it stops them moving because dyslexia, the words move and everything.
Jizzling. That's a new word, guy. Word of the day, jizzling.
Oh, yeah, we should do that.
You know word of the day, guys.
This is word of the day at school.
Yeah, it's jizzling. It means moving.
That was conversely.
I remember conversely. I was literally just thinking about that. What the hell?
Oh my god, that was like week 1.
Yeah,
Conversely.
yeah.
Do you
Oh,
remember
so-
what it means?
What else did? Oh, on the other hand,
Ooh,
Oh, posh words.
I remember it because basically I had like fake Converse, and my friend said that conversely.
Oh my days. Oh my days. Anyway,
I think we've gone off
Wrap it
topic
up
a little bit. I think we should we'll draw it back,
yeah,
guys.
but we should bring
On
this
that note,
to an end.
Like and
Yeah.
subscribe.
Like and
Like and
subscribe.
subscribe.
Comment down how many times like was said in this
Oh my
video.
goodness.
I
Shout out
definitely over 20.
Shout out, be in the next one.
Yeah, shout out will be the next one. Comment
Yes.
down topics as well that you would
Yes.
like us to
Yes.
talk about.
Yes.
Because we are very open minded.
We need ideas.
We would love to raise awareness of what you guys think we should raise awareness about.
Yes.
7 years old.
Yeah. We are under the bus.
Yes.
Peace out.
Bye.
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 See ya.
We were so unserious.
Right.